Hello, brothers. My name is the Dwarf Bass, and today I am going to be talking to you guys about the balance changes that dropped on February 3rd, 2020, along with the Season 8 update. Now, of course, I will be reading off of the release notes that Supercell provided on ClashRoyale.com, and of course, I will leave the link to that down in the description below so you guys can go and read that for yourselves if you want to. And so of course, with all my balance change videos, I threw all the cards into a deck and messed around with it on ladder, and hopefully it works. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the balance changes. So, the first card on this list is the Zappies. The Zappies are getting a 20% damage increase. Their hit speed is being increased from 1.6 seconds to 2 seconds, which will be 25% slower. They will have a faster first attack on target from 1.4 seconds to 1 second, and their staggered deploy time, they will deploy 0.15 seconds for each Zappy. Zappies are a tough design to balance. While they are fragile and have low damage, they have the ability to stun lock enemies unless they can be dealt with. We want you to be able to play your cards, so having other cards easily shut down interactions is a no-no. When Zappies were competitively viable before, the meta became overly defensive and difficult to break through. Ultimately, the stun locking is the biggest problem with the Zappies, so it made the most sense to reduce its effectiveness. By reducing the hit speed but increasing the damage, Zappies remain about the same DPS, but won't disable enemies permanently. In exchange, Zappies get a faster first attack, enabling them to block charging princes and other fast-moving targets before they can close the gap. So the reason why Supercell is doing this is because, you put Zappies behind your King Tower, and if you timed it just right, you could perma-stun a giant and he would never touch your tower. And Supercell was like, I don't think we need to be able to do that. So, with this balance, hopefully, the Zappies won't be behind, King Towers or Princess Towers as long as they used to. Now, of course, moving on, we have the Barbarian Hut. Yes, the Barbarian Hut is actually on here, surprisingly. But the Barbarian Hut, its building lifetime is going to be reduced from 60 seconds to 50 seconds. Its spawn time is being reduced from 13.5 seconds down to 12.5 seconds, and it will now spawn 2 barbarians when it is destroyed. Since barbarians were reworked, each individual barbarian is weaker than before. This led the Barbarian Hut to be much lower value for the cost, so we wanted ways to make the Barbarian Hut worth the big investment of 7 elixir without making it an overly powerful defensive building. Despite the reduced lifetime, the Barbarian Hut will spawn the same number of total barbarians, which is 10. The last wave will come when the building is destroyed, making the hut a bit more spell resistant and consistent against giants and golems. The slightly faster spawns will allow waves to build up, making the Barb Hut better at creating offensive meat shields to tie up enemy towers. So, with this balance change, they're trying to make the Barbarian Hut more of a viable defensive building for whenever you need to, defend against a giant or a golem or, whatever you got coming at you. The Barbarian Hut is going to be more value for 7 elixir, because it is the most expensive building in the game. It should be able to do its job and, not scare you every time you play it. But anyways, moving on, we have the Royal Hogs. Now, the Royal Hogs are getting a 6% damage increase. Royal Hogs, they haven't found their place in the meta. On ladder, they struggle against Wizards and Valkyries. In challenges, they bump into Mega Knights and Bomb Towers. And overall, they didn't usually provide a good reward for the cost-risk ratio. A simple damage increase is appropriate. We want to raise the reward half of the risk-reward ratio trade-off to make Royal Hogs a bit more threatening in the face of so many effective defenses. And the Royal Hogs, they have a lot of counters. And for 5 elixir and, you throw them down, and it's kind of sad whenever they just get stopped and you're like, what just happened? So, with this damage increase, hopefully it will make it to where whenever you're playing with the Royal Hogs, whenever you surprise your enemy, or, if you make them play their counters and then you throw the Royal Hogs on the other side, You know, hopefully they will be better at being more of a threatening unit to the tower, and just not a card that you can ignore. Now, the last card on this list is the Witch. The Witch just can't get away, can she? But anyways, the Witch has a faster first attack on target, and it will be going from 1 second down to 0.7 seconds. So, a few months back, we nerfed several very powerful cards. Among them were the Witch, where we reduced her first attack and spawning speed. In combination, this was a bit too much, and you know, Supercell, all you had to do was ask me, and I could have told you what to do. I could have told you just leave her alone, but you know, you weren't going to listen to me anyway. Nobody does. It's okay. Even though she's fixed, I'm still salty about it. But anyways, the Witch struggles to get off attacks with a long charge-up time, often getting stuck on Skeleton Army or other fragile troops. We are increasing her first attack time, allowing the Witch to provide the range support she is meant to. So, whenever, you know, you throw your arrows onto a princess or a goblin barrel, and then all of a sudden, minion horde comes at you. You know, if you don't have any other cards, and all you got's a Witch, you know what? The Witch is going to be better at taking them out, and she's going to be a better reactive card when it comes to those smaller troops like goblins and minions and skeletons. And bats, you know, don't forget about bats. But yeah, she will be better at taking those out whenever you need her to. So, like I said, that is the last card, but of course, I will state my opinion for these cards. And first off, let's go back to the Zappies. Do I agree with this balance change? Yes, I do. The Zappies, you know, although it was really cool to throw them behind the King Tower and have them perma-stun a giant, you know, it kind of reminds me of whenever the Ram Rider, you know, her snare basically locked a unit in place and it couldn't move. That's basically what that's what the Zappies felt like. And this was a little bit, you know, overpowered, although I abused it a lot every time I play Zappies. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. But, you know, with this damage increase and the faster first attack, I think the Zappies will be, you know, more viable. But, they'll be more viable, but they won't be so overpowered like they were with that perma-stun feature. So, definitely, I do agree with these balance changes. The Barbarian Hut, do I agree? Yes, I do. Because every time I played a Barbarian Hut in the center of a map, I was always terrified to play it, but I also felt cool because I was like, you know what? I'm playing Barbarian Hut. Who else plays Barbarian Hut? Nobody. But you know what? Maybe people are going to start playing with the Barbarian Hut more often, because I feel like the Barbarian Hut got more stronger, but we just don't realize it yet. I mean, the Barbarian Hut, with its spawn time being reduced, and it's going to spawn 2 barbarians when it is destroyed, I think the Barbarian Hut really needed this, and I think the Barbarian Hut is going to be way more valuable for 7 Elixir. So do I agree? Yes, I do. Now, the Royal Hogs, do I agree? Yes, I do. You know, playing the Royal Hogs, you know, they have so many counters, and like I said, you know, being able to surprise your enemy with the Royal Hogs, or if you play them, or if you force your opponent to play the counter, and then you throw Royal Hogs, you know, they should be able to do more damage than they should, or than they do, and, you know, they're going to be more of a threatening card, and I think the Royal Hogs needed this, and so do I approve? Do I agree? Yes, I do. Now, the Witch. Do I agree with the balance changes? Yes, 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 I agree. The faster first attack is going to be awesome whenever you need to counter whenever you need to counter a minion horde or skeletons or goblins or whatever. The Witch is going to be more efficient in taking those out, and she's going to be a really good card for whenever you need to do that. So do I agree? Yes, I do. Now, of course, that is all I have for this video, and of course, if you guys need a clan, then come on by Fisticuffs. Currently we are full at the moment, but you know, maybe, just maybe, if you keep searching that clan tag, you're gonna find an opening one of these days. So yeah, I mean, if you need a clan that's casual, if you just want to sit down and talk, or you know, if you want to casually do wars, then this is the perfect clan for you. And I really want to thank Fisticuffs for all the support that they give me on my channel and giving me content, and it's really fun to be in this clan, and I just want to thank Fisticuffs so much for that. And of course, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. And of course, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to slap that like button and comment down below, you know, if everything's okay, or if you want me to do something else, you know, or just say, hey Dwarf, stop sucking, and you know, I might. Probably not, but you know, something might happen. And if you want to, you can subscribe as well. It would really help out a lot. And of course, you know, if you really want to find some good content, you know, go over to PewDiePie, okay? Subscribe to PewDiePie, because PewDiePie is a beautiful, beautiful creator, and I love him so much. And I am the Dwarf Bass, and I will see you guys next time.